Can't mimic voices for love or money. I'm completely hopeless at it. I was the only one, so I think she carved her own role.
Queen Camilla's rise to prominence as King Charles III's wife has been one of the most talked about transformations in modern royal history. Before her marriage to Charles in 2005, Camilla was married to Andrew Parker Bowles, a former member of the British military. Together, they had 2 children, Tom Parker Bowles and Laura Lopes. While Tom often draws attention for his culinary career and occasional public appearances, Laura has remained far more private, choosing to stay out of the royal spotlight as much as possible. However, recent revelations by Laura have shocked royal observers and the public alike, as she spoke candidly about her mother's controversial journey to the throne and the impact it had on her personal and professional life. Her story sheds light on the unique struggles she faced as someone pulled into the royal fold without choice, offering an intimate perspective rarely shared by those adjacent to the monarchy. Laura Lopes was born on January 1, 1978, into a world of British upper-class privilege, but far removed from royal traditions. As the daughter of Camilla and Andrew Parker Bowles, Laura grew up in an environment of wealth and status, attending Haywood Preparatory School and later pursuing a degree in the history of art at Oxford Brookes University. During her formative years, Laura lived a relatively normal, albeit privileged life with her brother Tom. However, even during her childhood, the whispers and rumors surrounding her mother's relationship with Charles began to seep into her reality. The media's relentless coverage of Camilla as the other woman in Charles and Diana's marriage created an unwanted shadow over Laura's life. Friends, teachers, and even strangers would make assumptions about her based solely on her mother's public image. For a young girl trying to understand the complexities of relationships and trust, these experiences forced her to mature quickly. Laura has described her formative years as turbulent, marked by a deep tension between her mother's devotion to family and the public perception of her as a villain. The divorce of her parents in 1995, fueled by years of rumors about Camilla's affair with Charles, was another difficult chapter for Laura. Though shielded from the media as much as possible, she couldn't escape the indirect effects of the public scrutiny that engulfed her family. Yet through it all, Laura maintained a strong bond with her mother. She admired Camilla's ability to remain composed and resilient, even when she was one of the most criticized figures in the British press. When Camilla married Charles in 2005, Laura's life changed dramatically. Unlike Prince William and Prince Harry, who were born into royalty and grew up under the spotlight, Laura was thrust into the royal world as an adult. This abrupt transition was far from easy. While her mother embraced her new role as Duchess of Cornwall, Laura found herself struggling to reconcile her private life with the expectations of her new royal connections. Attending public events with her mother and stepfather brought an overwhelming amount of attention she never sought. She often felt out of place, especially during high-profile events where royal protocols clashed with her desire to remain in the background. One of the most fascinating aspects of Laura's story is her relationship with her stepbrothers, Prince William and Prince Harry. Their interactions have been described as polite, but distant. It is no secret that William and Harry have struggled with their father's relationship with Camilla. Both princes have spoken openly about the pain caused by their parents' divorce and Charles's affair, which undoubtedly created a natural barrier between them and Laura. According to reports, heated arguments occasionally broke out between Laura and William in the early years after Camilla and Charles's marriage. William, feeling protective of his late mother, Princess Diana, would sometimes criticize Camilla, blaming her for his mother's unhappiness. Laura, fiercely loyal to her own mother, would push back, arguing that Charles's actions had caused just as much difficulty for her family. These disagreements highlight how both William and Laura coped with the emotional fallout of their parents' past, but from very different perspectives. Despite these tensions, Laura has largely avoided engaging in any public disputes. Unlike Harry, who has been vocal about his grievances with the royal family, Laura has chosen to stay silent, focusing on her own life and career. However, the release of Harry's memoir, Spare, reignited old wounds. In the book, Harry described Queen Camilla as a dangerous figure who who prioritized her public image over the well-being of others. While Laura did not directly respond to Harry's claims, reports suggest she was deeply hurt by the accusations. The fallout from the memoir has added another layer of complexity to Laura's relationship with her stepbrothers, making an already fragile dynamic even more strained. Professionally, Laura has built an impressive career as an art gallerist, establishing her independence from the royal family. She worked at prestigious institutions, including the Peggy Guggenheim Collection in Venice, and later co-founded 11 Gallery in London, which focuses on promoting emerging artists. Her work in the art world has allowed her to carve out her own identity, separate from her royal connections. Friends describe Laura as independent, grounded, and uninterested in the trappings of royalty. Even after her mother became queen consort, Laura continued to prioritize her career and family, avoiding the spotlight whenever possible. In her personal life, Laura has also sought stability and privacy. She married Harry Lopes, a former model and chartered accountant, in 2006. Their wedding, held at St. Cyriac's Church in Wiltshire, was attended by members of both the Parker Bowles and royal families. Laura's choice of Anna Valentine to design her wedding dress, a nod to the same designer who created Camilla's bridal gown for her marriage to Charles, highlighted her quiet connection to her mother. Together, Laura and Harry have 3 children, Eliza, and twin boys Gus and Lewis. Laura has been fiercely protective of her children, determined to give them as normal an upbringing as possible. While Eliza briefly entered the public eye as a bridesmaid at Prince William and Kate Middleton's wedding in 2011, Laura has largely kept her family away from royal events. Her focus has been on creating a grounded and private life for her children, free from the pressures of their royal connections. Despite her efforts to remain private, Laura's ties to the royal family inevitably draw her into the public eye from time to time. She has attended significant events, including the coronation of King Charles III and Queen Camilla in 2023, where her twin sons served as pages of honor. The boys' participation was a poignant moment, symbolizing the blending of Camilla's old and new family. Yet, even on such occasions, Laura's discomfort with public attention is apparent. Insiders note that while she fulfills her duties gracefully, she often remains on the periphery, avoiding unnecessary interactions with key royal figures. Laura's relationship with her mother is one of the most compelling aspects of her story. While she deeply admires Camilla's resilience and ability to overcome public criticism, Laura has also acknowledged the challenges their family faced as a result of Camilla's role in Charles's life. Camilla's decision to fully embrace her royal duties created a sense of distance between mother and daughter, depriving them of the simpler, more private moments they once shared. Yet, through it all, their bond remains strong. Laura has been described as one of Camilla's closest confidants, a voice of reason and support during difficult times. Royal insiders even claim that Laura is the only person Camilla truly fears, highlighting the depth of their relationship and the mutual respect they share. The media's relentless focus on Laura has been a source of frustration for her. Every significant event in her life, from her marriage to the births of her children, has been closely scrutinized by the British press. Laura has expressed frustration that her achievements are often overshadowed by her mother's history and the controversies surrounding the royal family. She has worked tirelessly to build a life defined by her own merits, but her connection to Queen Camilla and King Charles III continues to complicate her efforts to remain private. Adding to her challenges, Laura's professional ventures have not always been smooth. Her fashion boutique, Mojo & McCoy, which she co-founded with friends, recently closed after facing difficulties in the retail industry. The boutique, located in Hungerford, was initially seen as a promising business, stocking high-end brands and catering to the affluent local community. However, despite Laura's best efforts, the store struggled to stay afloat. Reports suggest that Laura may seek advice from King Charles before embarking on a new business venture, as she has been impressed by his ability to navigate tough situations. This acknowledgement of Charles's guidance highlights the evolving dynamic between Laura and her stepfather, as well as her willingness to lean on him for support when needed. Laura's future remains a subject of speculation. While rumors occasionally surface about the possibility of her and her brother Tom receiving royal titles, both have firmly denied such claims. Laura has made it clear that she has no interest in becoming a public figure or taking on formal royal duties. Instead, she continues to focus on her family, her art career, and her desire to lead a life that is as normal and private as possible. Yet, as the daughter of Queen Camilla, Laura's attempts to separate herself from the royal family may never fully succeed. Her presence at key events and her role as a supportive daughter and mother ensure that she will always remain connected to the monarchy in some way. When it comes to food, Kate Middleton, the Duchess of Cambridge, offers a refreshingly relatable perspective despite her royal status. While it's easy to imagine elaborate banquets and luxurious spreads as part of her daily life, the reality is far more grounded. Kate's approach to meals combines simplicity, health-conscious choices, and a focus on family bonding. Her dining habits, alongside Prince William's and their children's, paint a picture of balance, embracing traditions, exploring international flavors, and indulging in the occasional sweet treat. For Kate, food is more than just sustenance. It's a connection to her family, a way to care for herself, and a source of comfort, especially during challenging times. Mornings in the Cambridge household start quietly and without grandeur. Kate prefers to keep her breakfasts simple but purposeful, opting for foods that give her the energy she needs to face the day. A bowl of porridge is often her go-to choice, warm, filling, and a source of slow-release energy. On mornings when she wants a little extra boost, she turns to her now-famous green smoothie. This concoction, while not known for its flavor, is packed with nutrition. A mix of spirulina, kale, spinach, matcha, and blueberries makes it the ultimate energy drink, and Kate swears by its ability to keep her skin glowing and her body energized. For her, beauty and wellness are worth the sacrifice of flavor. Meanwhile, her children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis, prefer a more typical start to their day. Cereal topped with slices of fresh apples is a breakfast staple in their household. Charlotte, often described as her mother's mini-me, has inherited Kate's adventurous palate and sometimes steals a sip of her green smoothie, though her expression often gives away the tartness of the drink. While mornings may begin with nutritious choices, Kate understands the importance of balance. Between meals, she gravitates toward healthy snacks like goji berries, olives, or fresh fruits. Her love for olives, in particular, has already rubbed off on Charlotte, who can snack on them happily during family outings. William once joked that they would need to start buying olives in bulk after a bag disappeared almost instantly during a family picnic. These small details offer glimpses into the simplicity of their life behind closed doors. Moments where Kate and her children bond over food, free from the formalities of public life. Lunchtimes are often light but filled with flavor. Kate's love for salads is well known, and one of her favorites is a watermelon salad. While she has never shared her exact recipe, it's easy to imagine a mix of crisp cucumbers, creamy avocado, juicy watermelon chunks, and tangy feta cheese. On days when she feels like experimenting, ceviche, a tangy Peruvian dish made with citrus-marinated raw fish, is her go-to. She has also embraced sushi, a favorite she shares with Prince William. During a visit to Japan House in London, William admitted to a chef that both he and Kate enjoy sashimi, even hinting that they might sneak back for a quiet lunch. Their love for international flavors reflects their openness to exploring diverse cuisines, a trait they have passed down to their children. Family dinners are where Kate's role as a devoted mother truly shines. For her, mealtime is about more than just food. It's about creating memories and teaching her children the importance of togetherness. George, Charlotte, and Louis often help in the kitchen, whether it's sprinkling cheese on homemade pizza, stirring pasta sauce, or kneading dough. Spaghetti carbonara has become a family favorite, with George insisting on carefully measuring out Parmesan cheese to achieve just the right amount. Charlotte, on the other hand, enjoys spicier foods, something Kate attributes to her own pregnancy cravings. Despite their differing tastes, one dish brings the entire family together: roast chicken. Kate's version of this classic meal, passed down from a former royal chef, is simple but comforting. The smell of roast chicken wafting through the house signals a rare, peaceful evening free from royal obligations. For Kate, these moments are priceless, times when she can focus on her family and enjoy the simple pleasure of sharing a meal. Indulgences are not off the table in the Cambridge household. Sticky toffee pudding, a dessert Kate associates with her childhood, remains a family favorite. It's a treat they often enjoy on special occasions, a nod to the importance of tradition in their home. Kate has also been known to enjoy popcorn during family movie nights, a habit the public first witnessed when she and William were spotted sharing a box courtside at a Brooklyn Nets game. That moment, so charming in its simplicity, reminded people that despite their royal titles, Kate and William are a couple who appreciate the small, everyday joys of life. Food, for Kate, is about balance, enjoying nutritious meals while leaving room for the occasional indulgence. Even when traveling, Kate's approach to food remains consistent. Royal tours, with their packed schedules and public appearances, bring unique challenges. Maintaining energy and a glowing appearance becomes essential, and Kate's food choices are as deliberate as they are practical. Breakfast often mirrors her routine at home, a bowl of porridge or her green smoothie providing the fuel she needs for long days. Lunches are light, focusing on fresh salads or vegetarian options that are both nourishing and easy to digest. On their tour of India, for example, Kate and William opted for vegetarian meals, including lentil curries and spiced kebabs prepared by a local chef. Kate's openness to plant-based dishes reflects her commitment to a healthy lifestyle, though she doesn't follow any strict dietary restrictions. Snacks, too, remain health-focused. Goji berries, raw fruits, and vegetables are her go-to choices, helping her avoid the temptation of less nutritious options. Dinners during royal tours offer a chance for indulgence, as Kate embraces local cuisines and flavors. While royal protocol discourages the consumption of seafood to avoid food poisoning, Kate and William are not always sticklers for the rules. On quieter evenings, Kate enjoys dishes that remind her of home, including roast chicken and pasta. These familiar meals provide comfort amidst the whirlwind of travel and public engagements. It's in these moments that Kate's ability to balance her royal duties with her personal preferences becomes most evident. However, Kate's relationship with food took on a deeper meaning following her recent cancer diagnosis. The announcement came as a shock to the world, and her diet became an essential part of her healing process. Food was no longer just about staying energized. It was about recovery, nourishment, and resilience. Kate's approach to her meals shifted to focus on ingredients that would support her body during preventive chemotherapy. Breakfast remained a cornerstone of her routine, with her green smoothie and a bowl of oatmeal becoming staples. These simple yet nutrient-packed choices provided the strength she needed to face the challenges ahead. On days when she didn't feel up to preparing breakfast, George and Charlotte eagerly stepped in, helping sprinkle blueberries on her porridge or taste-testing her smoothie with exaggerated reactions that always made her smile. Lunches became opportunities to fill her body with antioxidants and vitamins. Lentil curries, vegetable kebabs, and her favorite watermelon salad became regular features on the menu. The salad, with its refreshing mix of watermelon, avocado, cucumber, and feta, was not only nourishing but also comforting, a dish that connected Kate to simpler, happier times. Dinner, though often dictated by her energy levels, remained focused on family traditions. Roast chicken, homemade pasta, and mild curries were staples, with the children actively participating in the cooking process. George would measure flour for pasta dough, Charlotte would stir sauces, and Louis, ever the supervisor, would watch with flour-dusted cheeks. These moments in the kitchen became a source of joy for Kate, a way to bond with her children while finding solace in familiar routines. Baking, which had always been a passion for Kate, took on new significance during her recovery. Despite the challenges of treatment, she insisted on continuing her tradition of baking elaborate birthday cakes for her children. These moments were more than just about the cakes. They were about creating memories, bringing happiness to her family, and holding on to the simple joys of life. William, ever the supportive husband, also stepped up in the kitchen. While his skills were more modest compared to Kate's, his efforts, whether it was scrambled eggs for breakfast or toast with avocado, meant everything to her. It was these small gestures of love and support that helped Kate stay strong. Snacks became an important part of Kate's routine as she navigated treatment. True to her habits, she leaned on fresh fruits, vegetables, and her beloved goji berries for nourishment. Papaya, with its natural sweetness and health benefits, became another favorite. Even during her quieter moments, Kate maintained her sense of normalcy. She and William often ended their days with a gin and tonic, a comforting ritual they shared once the children were asleep. These evenings, though simple, were a source of strength for Kate, a reminder that she was not alone in her journey. Kate's decision to step back from royal duties to focus on her recovery was a difficult one, but it was made with her family's best interests in mind. For her, the priority was clear. She needed to heal, not just for herself, but for the people who depended on her. In the end, food in the Cambridge household is about more than just eating. It's about balance, tradition, and finding joy in life's smallest moments. Whether Kate is preparing a nutritious smoothie, baking birthday cakes with her children, or sharing a quiet meal with William, her relationship with food reflects her values as a mother, wife, and individual. Even in the face of challenges, Kate Middleton's approach to meals remains a testament to her resilience, her love for her family, and her ability to find strength in simplicity. And that's a wrap. Kate Middleton's dining habits give us a glimpse into her life as both a royal and a devoted mother, blending health-conscious choices with family traditions.
You sort of have to ignore a lot of what's said, obviously take it on board, but you have to be yourself, really, and that's how I've stuck by it, really.
Kate Middleton, the Princess of Wales, has long been admired for her grace, poise, and ability to navigate the pressures of royal life. But behind the carefully composed public appearances and the sparkling tiaras lies a life of immense responsibility, unrelenting scrutiny, and expectations that very few people in the world could ever understand. Recent events have brought an unexpected wave of speculation and tension, thrusting Kate into the spotlight in a way that feels unprecedented. The Duchess, usually a master of calm under pressure, has found herself at the center of questions, whispers, and conversations that raise complex emotions about her life, her role, and her position in the royal family. It's no secret that being a senior member of the British monarchy comes with its burdens. From a young age, Kate Middleton has been meticulously watched by the world, her every move captured and analyzed under the relentless glare of cameras and headlines. As the wife of Prince William, future King of England, and mother to 3 heirs to the throne, her life is as much a public duty as it is a private reality. This duality, the balancing act between being a global figure and a mother of young children, has not been without challenges. Over the years, Kate has become a symbol of stability, elegance, and quiet strength, qualities that the royal family has leaned on during some of its most tumultuous periods. Yet even someone as poised as Kate can feel the weight of the world pressing down. From the moment she stepped into royal life, Kate has been expected to embody a perfect blend of modernity and tradition. She represents a bridge between the centuries-old customs of the monarchy and the evolving expectations of the modern world. Her role requires her to be everything all at once: a supportive wife, a devoted mother, a humanitarian, and an ambassador for the crown. She must do all this while maintaining an unshakable image of composure and relatability. Few realize how demanding this balancing act can be, particularly when every step she takes is dissected by the media and discussed by the public. Even something as small as a choice of outfit can spark global debates, while her interactions, speeches, and appearances are analyzed for deeper meaning. Despite these pressures, Kate has spent years excelling in her role. She has embraced her responsibilities with a determination that has earned her widespread admiration. Her work with charities, particularly her focus on early childhood development, mental health awareness, and family support systems, has been a testament to her dedication to making a difference. Kate's commitment to these causes stems not just from her position as a royal, but from her own values and beliefs. She has spoken candidly about the importance of nurturing children in their formative years and the impact this can have on society. Through her initiatives, she has worked tirelessly to raise awareness, bring people together, and advocate for practical solutions that support families and young people. As a mother, Kate is equally devoted. Her children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis, are often described as the center of her world. Despite their royal status, Kate and Prince William have gone to great lengths to ensure that their children experience as normal a childhood as possible. This includes spending time outdoors, encouraging creativity, and instilling strong values of kindness, respect, and humility. Kate herself has often been photographed engaging with her children in activities that many families would find relatable, cheering them on at sporting events, baking together in the kitchen, or spending time in nature. Yet, even in these private moments, the presence of cameras is a constant reminder of the reality they face. For Kate, motherhood and public duty exist side by side, inseparable and inescapable. This unique balance has not come without its struggles. The royal family has faced its share of challenges in recent years, and Kate has often been seen as a steadying force during turbulent times. Her unwavering support for Prince William and her ability to remain composed in the face of scandal or public speculation have solidified her as a trusted and beloved figure. But the pressures she faces, both from within the institution and from the outside world, are immense. There are moments when the weight of these expectations becomes clear, moments when her usually calm demeanor shows glimpses of vulnerability. These moments remind us that beneath the titles, the jewels, and the perfectly tailored dresses, Kate Middleton is human. The demands of royal life have intensified in recent months, as speculation about the monarchy's future and dynamics within the family have dominated headlines. Public fascination with the royals has reached new heights, with every gesture and statement fueling endless theories and debates. As someone who represents the face of the future, monarchy alongside Prince William, Kate has found herself in an increasingly complex position. The royal family is expected to project unity and strength, but behind closed doors, tensions and challenges are inevitable. Navigating these difficulties while maintaining an unflinching public image is no small feat. Kate's ability to remain graceful during such times has not gone unnoticed. Her public appearances are carefully orchestrated to reassure the public of the monarchy's stability, even when challenges are brewing behind the scenes. Yet, these appearances can be emotionally taxing. The scrutiny she endures, coupled with her responsibility to represent the royal family with dignity, often leaves little room for her to express the weight of what she carries. This emotional toll is something very few people outside of the royal circle can truly understand. Over the years, Kate has developed a unique way of handling these pressures. She has often been described as someone who listens more than she speaks, someone who observes before she acts. This approach has allowed her to build genuine connections with people during her royal engagements. Whether she is visiting hospitals, speaking to parents, or meeting children, Kate's ability to connect on a personal level has set her apart. Her empathy, warmth, and authenticity have made her one of the most relatable members of the royal family. People see her as someone who genuinely cares, someone who understands the struggles and joys of everyday life, despite the extraordinary circumstances of her own. There is no denying that the public's interest in Kate Middleton is unmatched. She has become a global icon, a figure admired not just for her beauty and style, but for her steadfast commitment to her family and her causes. Yet this level of visibility comes with its downsides. Kate is no stranger to invasive headlines, false rumors, and intense speculation about her personal life. The media's obsession with her every move means that even the smallest change or absence can spark a flurry of speculation. For someone who values her privacy and her family's well-being, this constant attention can feel relentless. Despite the challenges, Kate continues to embody a quiet strength that has earned her immense respect. She carries the weight of her role with a dignity that is both admirable and inspiring. Through her actions, she has shown that true leadership does not always require grand speeches or bold declarations. Sometimes, it is about showing up, listening, and leading by example. Kate's work with mental health initiatives, for instance, has highlighted the importance of vulnerability and open conversations. By speaking about the challenges of motherhood, the pressures of modern life, and the need for support, she has helped break down stigmas and encourage others to seek help. Her ability to balance modernity with tradition has also been a defining characteristic of her time as the Duchess of Cambridge, and now the Princess of Wales. She respects the customs and expectations of the monarchy, but has also brought a refreshing sense of authenticity to her role. Kate's approach to parenting, her work with charities, and her interactions with the public reflect a modern, relatable version of royalty that resonates with people across generations. She has become a role model, not just for those within the United Kingdom, but for people around the world who admire her resilience, grace, and unwavering sense of purpose. As Kate continues to navigate the complexities of royal life, it is clear that her influence will only grow stronger. She represents the future of the monarchy, a future that embraces both tradition and progress. Her journey is one of quiet strength, enduring grace, and a steadfast commitment to making a positive impact. The pressures she faces are immense, but Kate Middleton has proven time and time again that she is more than capable of rising to the occasion. Her ability to remain composed in the face of challenges, to connect with people on a personal level, and to champion causes that matter, has solidified her place as one of the most beloved figures in modern royalty. Kate Middleton's story is not just one of privilege and duty. It is a story of resilience, balance, and humanity. She has shown that even in the face of immense pressure and scrutiny, it is possible to lead with kindness, grace, and authenticity. Her journey is a reminder that behind the titles, the tiaras, and the public persona, there is a woman who is doing her best to navigate an extraordinary life with integrity and purpose. As she continues to shape her role within the royal family, there's no doubt that her impact will be felt for generations to come.